All right, so we went ahead. We got some questions from a couple of different people, a couple of different fans, battle rappers, etc. So let's kick the first one off.
Okay.
Lady K Nicole, she asked,
"What up, everybody? This is your girl, Lady K Nicole. Shout outs to VO the Face. I got a question for Detour. Who is your top 5 battlers in Colorado?"
Detour, and Cap.
damn, Shadow Cap, King Cap.
Does, baby.
King Cap.
Go ahead and expound on that.
You bugging, you jamming.
I'm the best there ever is. Plain and simple, I piss excellence. Cap's that dude, bro. We put Cap on for a reason. It's kind of crazy because how the whole thing started with me and PG is he wanted to get put on Dub Trays and Money. I was like, no, Money was with it, and I was like, no, we putting on Cap instead, and then Cap got put on Dubs instead of PG, and they battled, and Cap smacked the fucking sauce out that boy.
Cap's crazy on it.
Shout out to Cap.
Let's get to the next one that we got here. So we got spoken words.
Okay.
1 2 1 2. What up, y'all? It's the mighty Spoken Words, and I'm here with Gimme a Plate and Detour. My question to Detour is, what inspired you to come back? And also, what can we expect from you against a consistent, hard-hitting puncher like PG? Peace.
So I kind of touched on this earlier, but you know, I was working 2 jobs. I was doing 2 degrees at the same time. I was married. I was doing the 3D music stuff and all that, and I just had so much on my plate, right? And then I had the paralysis and the car wrecks and all that, and I finally got to a point in my life where it was all smoothed out, all the X shit was done, all the health shit was done, the job shit, I'm actually putting the degree to use, doing what I was trying to do.
When was the last time you battled?
Ray Stizzy.
What year?
That was...
How long has your hiatus been? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, it's been, I stopped fucking with Leah in the very beginning of 2017.
Okay.
And I stopped fucking with Leah like a month after that battle. So, beginning of 2017.
Everything revolves around that. That's where time changed. That was the multiverse. All right.
But yeah, and it's PG, and that's just, there's so much history there.
Right.
It made sense.
So Capital, actually, he had a question for you.
King Cap, Absolute, Dub Trays. Shout out to Joe Eats. Shout out to VO. Let me get a plate in the bitch. My question to Detour is, when you get booked for a battle and you about to sit down and start writing for a nigga, what's your thought process? Like, what do you start with? Do you start with angles? Do you start with name flips? What approach do you take when you about to start writing for niggas?
I'll find something like, and I use the same example we talked about earlier, like I'll find a line, something really sharp that I can say to cut into someone. And so the example I used there was, this is what happens when white people take drug dealing and gentrify it. And so then it's like, well, that's a cold ass way to summarize the Trump stuff and the being in prison and being white from Philly and all that. Okay, well, what rhymes with gentrify it? Because if that's gonna be the end of the punch, something good gotta rhyme with it, and that led me to stuff like meningitis and parental guidance and all of that. And so then it's cool because even though the schemes are kind of leading me, the rhyme schemes they aren't really defining the punch, because I think of meningitis and it's like, okay, well, how can I flip the word meningitis? And because I write that way, I have a lot of, I would say a kind of unique punching style. Like I'll hit you with the flow and some random, just off the wall, it doesn't even seem interconnected shit, and then just out of nowhere,
circles back, bam.
Out of nowhere, hit you with the misdirection and circle it back.
Right.
And that's what that comes from, is using the rhyme schemes the way I do forces me to get more creative with the content.
Yeah.
And then it leads me to places I wouldn't.
It gives you the feel. Gives you the feel, then the car starts driving.
Yeah, so in that sense, it kind of always starts with an angle, a concept, like what's the most condescending thing I could say to this motherfucker?
Right.
And then that kind of takes it from there.
We got actually a question from, let's go to PG. PG actually had a question for you.
Oh shit. What up, Henry?
So PG's got a question for you.
What's up, world? It's PG, everything rated R, Mississippi, Maryland to the box state. September 25th, y'all got to be in the building. PG versus Detour. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm watching the game tapes with Detour, and I'm just like, First of all, are you going 2-1 or 3-0 PG? That's probably the very first question. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna win, how are you gonna do this? All right, and stepping outside of myself, not even being PG, but looking from a another standpoint. What could you possibly do in this new generation of battle rap? Like, it's so many new stage presences, so many new like people don't rap how you was rapping when you self-retired yourself. So like, what do you plan to do? You know what I'm saying? This you know what I'm saying? I'm asking you serious questions. I know you probably gonna hear this and be geeking and laughing and all this stupid shit. The same shit you gonna probably do when we get there, and you're gonna see once I start rapping, I'm not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, hey, y'all tune in September 25th, PG versus Detour going down. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know what's going down. Y'all know it. Hey, we gonna retard around this bitch. Shout out to VO for lining it up. Let me get a plate. You know, we talked about booking some more battles and shit, and hey, y'all made it happen. And this the one. This one of the ones. Hey, right after I get through whooping your ass though, Detour, Keish, you next. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, hey, line up.
First, talk about how you're gonna 2-1 him or 3-0 him, and then second, talk about you changing battle raps.
Boy, you done smoked yourself stupid, Henry. I'm a 3-0 you or Debo you. That's like the only two ways this battle goes. Aside from that, like, bro, you watching battles from like 2014. When I battled 3PFD, I was off like 1.5 grams of Molly and fucking extras bitch all night. Like, bro, I was not trying to rap, bro. Like, go watch me versus T-Rex, and then go watch me versus Ray Stizzy. You would never, in your life, said a punchline half as creative as "Don't get your bones broken over an X-ray." It's never happened.
So do you think battle rap's changed from then
It
to
has,
now?
but so have I.
So are we going to see a different version of Detour that we saw
Absolutely.
before?
I mean, it's still, if you watch kind of where I came from, and this was a big thing for me, I was too tense. And because of that, like, so much of what I do is in rhyme schemes that if you tense, you lose the flow, and then
Right.
you lose the smoothness that makes the rhyme scheme so impactful in the first place.
Yeah.
So I was kind of shooting myself in the foot. And it worked with Disaster because I just snapped. But then you look at something like Ray Stizzy, like I focus so much more on the breath control and just rolling through shit, not having to breathe all the time and just being relaxed and smooth. And I think what you're gonna see here is just like the next evolution of that. Like, motherfuckers rap differently, so do I. I don't give a fuck. The shit I say is high, don't matter what genre, what era it's in. Like,
Right.
3-0 Devo, that's
There we
the
go.
way it goes.
All right, let's get another one in here. So your buddy Saint V. Yeah.
Dub
Yeah,
Trays.
yeah.
Dub Trays, baby. DX5.
Saint V.
Life in 3D.
Oh,
Yicky yeah. This your boy Saint Vino Halo. Hey Detour, how you get the name the Bear Jew and the Hebrew Hammer from Detour? You sound like a lawyer, my boy, not a battle rapper. And tell him about Keisha.
We're not speaking on Keisha. I don't know nothing about Keisha crib. Baby, my girl, I love you. You the only one for me. You my angel. I don't know nothing about Keisha. You ask Marcel about that shit.
all right. I guess we leave it
That's
up to
all I
that.
can say.
There we go.
What was the moment in your battle rap career that you realized, hey, I'm not just a battler, I'm an artist? And who was the most important person you met during your battle rap career?
All right, here we go.
Like, I met Real Deal, I met Conceited, I met DNA, I met Diz, I met T-Rex, I met K-Shine, all them dudes. Like, but the coolest one I ever met, it's hard to say really who the most important was, but was Cortez. Cause I always fuck with Cortez. Like, his flow when he gets on, him versus Tay-Rock, him versus Automatic Ray, him versus John, him versus Diz.
Yeah.
Like, I love Cortez flow, and he came to me and he was like quoting lines from my battle with Diz. And to have someone like he saw me from 10 feet across the room and was like, Detour, I came here like I was dying to meet you,
He
bro.
showed love.
It was,
He
it
showed
was
love.
so humbling. And Head Ice too. Like, I never met him, but he used to like tweet to me and shit and talk about my battles and shit. And like, much love there for the Wolves. Like, yeah, that's those people that kind of stepped in and was like, bro, like, I might be on another level, but what you do is crazy. Like, that shit affects you.
Yeah. All right. So is that all the questions? Oh, then eulogy. Okay.
It was another piece.
What up, world? It's your boy Eulogy, no filter. Let me get a plate. Shouts out to VO The Face, Joe Eats. Thank you guys for having me on. I got a couple quick questions for Detour real fast. Obviously, your next battle is going to be against PG. I understand you're doing a Facebook bid right now. He's kind of popping off a little bit in the group, so I'll give you a chance to speak your piece. Is there anything you want to say to PG before the battle? How you see the battle going down, man? How you calling it? And then, you know, is there any plans after the PG battle? Anybody in the box got to come see Detour?
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. But if it does, then you know the bank account always looking for a little pick-me-up. So that's all I can really
There you go. So the book's open. Get your people, get in contact with his people.
The name right, the business right, then you know the bars is going to be.
Who would you battle still? Biscuit. You still need to get your Biscuit, right?
I'm done with that. If you want to hear what I have to say to Biscuit, I said it on the Spazverse on the Dub Trace channel. I got nothing to say to that man, in person or in a battle rap, straight up. And he knows that. He didn't try to say hi to me at events, and I'll tell his ass to eat a dick. And that's just how it is.
All right.
Outside, I try not to battle people I genuinely don't like outside of PG, because it's like it's been so long. Like we might as well just like put it in the bars, squash the bullshit, and like, you know, like be rappers. And so I'm down.
Yeah,
for
make
that.
it entertainment.
Maybe.
All right, so the last question from Clutch.
Yo, Deets, what up, man? VO asked me if I wanted to do one interview question for you. I don't know if it's your birthday or what's going on, but there has always been one thing that I've been wanting to ask you, and that is what goes through your mind when you're buying a hat. That's it.
Your hairline.
Hold on. What goes through your mind when you're buying a hat?
Clutch's hairline.
Say it again.
Clutch's motherfucking hairline. I try to get a hat that's wild enough and vibrant enough that even if my hairline ever recedes as far back into the 9th dimension as that man's, it's still gonna look fly. Chicago Bulls, baby, Shy to Motherland, Detour, DS5, Life in 3D. Fuck you, Steven, but you my boy.